Digits on the beat.
This one might be shorter, so we're gonna talk about the one with the 4 girls in it. That's gonna be the first one, right?
Okay.
Somebody said there's only 3 black girls in this photo. Stop deceiving everyone with false information. And if you have a white parent, you are not black.
No.
I hate ignorant people.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, first of all, according to the United States, I don't know whatever the law is, but if you have 0.1% black in you, you are black.
Right.
That's first and foremost. Okay, if you are mixed, you are black.
Yeah.
And there's no way, like, white people don't be like, oh, look at that mixed black girl. No, look at that black girl.
That black girl, exactly.
Asian people, they don't say that mixed, that light skin, that dark skin. Look at that black girl. That black girl. That's what you get. That black girl, that black boy. You do not get mixed, dark skin, light skin. Y'all know it's been debates on Facebook going around lately of like the differences between dark skin and light skin people.
Well, I mean, it's just another set of colorism that has been ingrained in us because of slavery and the oppression that we suffered. It's just put down on us through the years. I mean,
but when are we going to get over this shit?
I mean, I think it's a personal thing for each individual to not fall or succumb to those issues. So you can only lead by example, and when the issue is rise, try to be informative and not critical of people. But like as a more light skinned individual, which I think I'm carrying, but I've been called light skinned and red my whole life. But anyway, I can just tell you, white people don't see me as like y'all talking about. They don't treat me no better. I'm telling you, they don't treat me no better. They be trying to kill my ass, dog. I'm not all white people.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say. This, if you know my story, you know my story. I'm not getting into it, but they don't treat me no better and never have. That's all I can say.
And most likely never will. Like, this shit is just annoying. I hate when people like throw that out there to Naya. Like, for a long time, I made sure I never called Naya. I don't like people even calling Naya light skin. You know what I'm saying? Because you're black. I don't do that second name. I remember one time her father said something about her being light skinned or something. And I said, don't you ever say that to my daughter again. My daughter is black. So I don't care if she's light skinned, dark skinned, whatever. Don't you say none of that stuff. But, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I'm black, of course, and I'm a proud black man. But in America, I would just like to be treated like an American.
Facts.
Like, that's all. That's what I want. Mm-hmm. Like, I just want to be treated like an American, guys. I pay my taxes every year.
I'm a decent human being.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not killing people. I'm not raping people. I try to get a little education. Like, I want to get treated normal. I want to walk past you, not clench your purse like I'm gonna rob you, because now I want to go knock the shit out your hand.
Right. Oh, bitch.
This shit is crazy. You know what else? I remember this girl I used to be friends with one time. We were at my house or something. Anyway, I was asking her how to spell something, and she was like, "You light skin, you supposed to be smart." I was like, "That's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard in my life." I'm light skinned, and first of all, I'm not light skinned, Colonel. But for you to say you're light skinned, you're supposed to be smart.
That makes no
so
sense.
does that mean the darker you are, the dumber you are?
Right.
Because I know dark skinned people that are fucking geniuses. Okay, and then they'll be like, "Yeah, if you light skinned, you look prettier." Then who? Because I know butt-ass ugly light-skinned people. Butt-ass ugly. Okay?
But that's because people be slicing them up like that.
Again, it's just colorism. It's been pushed down on us. It's a part of the imperialism that was practiced and preached through imperialism through Spanish. It's very heavy in Spanish-speaking countries. In Latin America, in India. Wherever the Great Britain Empire reigned for Native people, colorism, not even wherever European nations reigned, colorism, like in South Africa, very heavy. In like Latin American countries, they had the whole mestizos, because they had the mix with the native Indian, the mixed with the African. They separate them, and it's a whole class system. There's class systems in India. Is like you are these type of Indians. You are descended from these type of Indians, and it's based upon their colors and stuff. So it's been it's just colorism, and you just try not to be a part of it and try to educate people with love so they can get the message and not with hate. Like, just because they don't know, I mean, you could try to teach them better. I mean, I don't know.